In 1954, it was time for a change at the Royal Academy of Dance, and the decision was that Margot Fonteyn would be the new president. She talks about it in a wonderful way in her autobiography. She was called into the office of Ninette de Valois, who was of course her boss, the director of the Royal Ballet, but also a vice president of the RAD. And she sat Fonteyn down and said, "It's been decided, you're going to be the next president of the RAD." No one asked her, it was an instruction. Initially, Fonteyn was very nervous, but de Valois said, "Don't worry, you'll just have to turn up for a couple of events a year." What happened was that Margot Fonteyn found she was so fascinated by the range of work that the Royal Academy of Dance did that she was taking a very active part very quickly and became a long-serving president right up to the time of her death. One of the things she did was create a series of annual matinees that would fundraise for the RAD. What was very important about these was that she invited dancers from all over the world to take part. These actually became a very important part for a decade of the dance goers' year. So each year there would be a matinee including an element of student performance and then great stars. Amongst the artists that she invited to perform was one Rudolf Nureyev, who had just left the Soviet Union. So he was seen at one of these galas for his first performances in Britain. He actually wanted to dance with Fonteyn, but she had already arranged that she would be doing her performance with John Gilpin. So their partnership, if you like, was postponed. However, he was a great supporter of her activities for the RAD and staged a number of new works for them. And this is again bringing in the Russian classical tradition into British dance. So the staging of Paquita, for which we have the design on display, the mounting of Raymonda, initially for the Australian Ballet, which was used as the final in the run of galas, were very important events.
I'm standing next to a beautiful costume of Margot Fonteyn's, and I was very fortunate at the age of 20 to be coached by Margot herself. I was doing my first Swan Lake, and she came into the studio, and it was an extraordinary experience to have her coach me. This costume evokes the Romantic era. It's a soft costume from a ballet called Les Sylphides, and as you can see, the length and the weight of the net would have made her look like a spirit of the air.